Guys, it's finally spring. May is here, the sun is shining, the birds are chirping, flowers are blooming. It's giving me all of the let's go on vacation vibes, all of the what's the next thing I'm looking forward to. So, with that kind of feeling, let's talk about travel in January of 2027. Yes, you heard me right. I said 2027. It is May of 2025 right now. There is a reason why I'm talking about something that far out. And before you think I have absolutely lost it, just hang in there with me because I'm going to give you 3 different types of travel that you're going to want to make sure you have a big lead time going out to those types of trips. And it just might be the smartest move you ever make for those bucket list trips that we all dream about. Okay, let's take a second and be real. Life moves really fast. 1 minute it's spring. Before you know it, it's going to be back to school. Then it's Halloween. Boom, it's the holidays. Somewhere in all of that craziness, all of that rushing, not realizing how fast the time is going, you're wanting to plan a trip. You're wanting to plan maybe even that bucket list trip that's just the vacation of your dreams. That aspect of how quick life goes and how much time out big trips need is why a game-changing move can be booking out 18, even 24 months out for specific big level trips. Now, not every kind of trip needs that kind of a runway, all right? Like a weekend away on the coast, maybe a quick trip down to Orlando or a 7-night Caribbean cruise. You can book those in a little bit closer inside that 12-month window or even sometimes a 6-month window, and it really isn't going to be a problem. But if we're talking about those bucket list, limited availability, once in a lifetime adventures, that's a totally different story. And I'm going to give you 3 different examples to give you a little bit more info as to why you need more time. Okay, first up, for an example, expedition cruises or really long dream sailings, like you want to go to the Galapagos or you want to go on a world cruise. Here are some specific reasons why these type of trips need the bigger lead time. They're super limited in how often they run. They are a very high demand trip, and they usually need to be super, super personalized, like very specific itineraries that specifically fit what you're dreaming about for something that you're going to invest into that big of a trip. Booking those kind of trips early, years in advance even, gives you the best shot at getting what you want. And if you're investing the kind of money into an epic experience like that, then you really want it to be personalized exactly to what you want. Okay, here's the second version of a nice long lead time, that's something that you need. And that's multiple destinations in one trip. Okay, so think like any type of a cruise where you want to add something on. Say you're going to the Mediterranean and you're like, why wouldn't I spend an extra 2 days in Paris? I want to see the Eiffel Tower. I want to spend an extra day in Rome and have a little bit more time to see the sights. Trips like that with multiple destinations need multiple flights, transfers, more time off work, more pet, house, kid coverage for while you're gone. And that's also not taking into account the different international documents that you're going to need. You're going to need time to research, apply for them, and receive them. And planning early will make your life much easier when you take all those different things into consideration. All right, here's the third type of trip / situation that is going to really benefit from a longer lead time out. Let's picture this. You have a dream trip as a couple you've been wanting to go on. You have 2 full-time jobs between each other. You have a very tight schedule, limited time off availability, and this big, beautiful, perfect trip that you want to go on. You want these very specific flights. You want it to be curated personally, exactly how you want your itinerary. You want the accommodations to hit all the boxes, and you want excursions that really feel immersive and not touristy. They feel like they're yours. You add into that any type of specific destination or itinerary that you want to go on, possibly a narrow travel window because of your work commitments, or maybe when the place you're going has availability. if you put any type of request in for a specific time of year, specific rooms, staterooms, specific itineraries, that's going to add on to it. That doesn't even cover all of the activities that you may want to personalize to you, that you want to make sure get lined up to fit into all that. So like I'm saying, there's all these different puzzle pieces that you want to just fall into place. You want to try to pull that off with a couple months notice or even 6 months notice. You are going to probably have to compromise on something, multiple things, or you might even miss out entirely on getting to go because of the limited availability to make all of that work. When you book a trip like that, that is so layered and so specific to what you want further out, you give yourself the gift of options. You're not limited to what's left over, and you get to choose what's right for you. When you plan ahead, you can travel exactly where, when, how you want. You can actually relax and enjoy leading up to it because you know it's all handled and you gave yourself enough time to make that possible. Okay, now I get it. When you think 2 years ahead of anything in life, that can really be overwhelming really quick. And that extreme amount of time leading up can sometimes make people kind of freeze, feel paralyzed, and then the trip never ends up happening. So here's a bonus trip. Consider using a travel advisor. Travel advisors, we're already talking to suppliers and other travel professionals in the industry, so we know what's up and what's coming. You get all of your questions answered in one place. You don't have to go online and search from 7 different, websites to be able to get the information you need. And you've also got someone who's keeping an eye on your trip behind the scenes leading up to that. So if travel requirements change or something in your preferences can be adapted, we're keeping an eye on it for you. And even if the dates for your trip aren't out yet, available to book, we can get everything lined up, all your preferences exactly how you want. And the second it opens up, we get it locked in for you. Here's the best part about the extended time leading into a trip like that. It's the countdown. It's the anticipation, the dreaming, the excitement, the planning, all the things. It gets to become part of the fun and less of a stressor because you have the time that leads up and that joy that goes with it. So don't be afraid to kind of lean into that extra excitement, the magic of anticipation, as I like to call it. It'll help make your dream trip everything it was meant to be. And like I say, decrease that stress, increase the anticipation. The quote today is from my favorite TV show, which is Big Bang Theory, and it's just a really sweet one for couples and very funny. Penny says, "I finally realized I don't need to be famous or have some big career to be happy." And Leonard says, "Well, then what do you need?" And Penny goes, you stupid Pop-Tart." If you haven't seen that episode yet, they're leading into comparing him to different pastries. And he's like, "I want to be this amazing Cinnabon." And she's like, "I want to be a Pop-Tart." She's like, "You can be whatever pastry you want to be. I just need you." So I love that quote. I had to throw that in there for couples. It makes me laugh every time. And it just solidifies my head. All you need is each other. And leading into these trips, being able to have something to anticipate together can just bring all that added joy of a vacation months in advance before you ever even travel. If you're looking for that help, remember, you know where to find me. I look forward to helping as many couples as I can plan trips that'll make memories that'll last a lifetime. May the magic be with you, travelers. I'll see you again next time.